back everybody, it's me, Codemasters, and we are back today with F122. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for subscribing and helping me build this channel. Don't forget to press the bell so you don't miss any of my videos as they drop onto my channel. So yeah, we're back with F122 in our first season of my team. We head to Azerbaijan in the Baku Grand Prix for this race weekend. A circuit I do quite like, so we obviously were on the back of a very positive Monaco Grand Prix in the last race, so let's hope we can continue that good form as we head to Baku. Again, track I quite like, so I'd like to do quite well around here, but let's just jump straight in and see how we can get on. Okay, so here we are at our headquarters for the moment as we look at our achievements there. As you can see, I've just got a nice update. It's completed there, so we can ignore that one for a minute and we can head straight on. We're going to advance here and hopefully pick up some cash because we're a bit low on cash. We do get all of our upgrades though, so that's quite good. Yeah, so we got another 400,000 there, so we're back up to 1.2 million. What? I didn't think any would think it had failed. It said that everything had passed. Let's do our front nose. We can't because they've reached their capacity. Well, someone's completed something. I don't understand that. They were all green, so I'm assuming nothing had failed. Oh wow, that's unlocked a lot of parts. Okay, so that's quite cool. So we've got 685 left. Is there anything we can upgrade? No. Okay, that's alright then. Yeah, that was a weird one. It said that we had failed something then, but we didn't. We got a couple of things there in development that should be ready by 13th of June, 15th of June, 29th of June. We are currently sitting third from bottom, so we are ahead now of the Aston Martin, which is good. So yeah, we've got a Pirelli hot lap to do. It's going to get me an extra 100,000. I'm probably going to choose Rival Duel, but I will skip this and jump straight back into the Azerbaijan Grand Prix just before we head into our qualifying sessions. I will obviously double check to see what practice sessions there are. If there are any new ones, I shall bring that to you as well, but I don't think there will be, because I think we've pretty much done them all. But yeah, I will drop back in with you guys once we are about to start some racing and get our first qualifying lap in, and obviously give you a little bit of a lowdown of how our free practice sessions have gone. Okay, so I know I said I was going to drop in just before we started the Azerbaijan Grand Prix qualifying session, but we did notice that we didn't actually do any activities, so apologies for that one. I did want to just sort of jump in and have a look at what practice sessions we've got and see if there's any practice sessions that were different. I don't think there will be, but if there is, then obviously I'd like to bring them to the channel so that it's something that everyone can see. We just remembered as well that we can't actually look at them here. Yeah, so at the moment we're doing quite well with our championship. Just drop in and just see where we are. So we're in a good sort of lock up there with all of the great British drivers. We got Russell ahead of us by quite a few points. If anything, the main worry is obviously we are 8 points to Lando Norris. I don't think we're going to be able to get that one, but it's 8 points for Valtteri Bottas, so we need to make sure that we are able to keep in front of Valtteri Bottas. Now, we also had a couple of things that we need to accept some new equipment for. So that wear on that, I'm assuming, is 63%. Our last one got to 60, so I am going to fit a new one of them. Obviously, I know we've not done very many Grand Prix at the moment, but some parts are starting to get a little bit worn. That is 65, so I'm going to get a new one of them actually. Let's leave the gearbox maybe for another Grand Prix. It's expanded, it's expected laps is another 96 laps. Oh no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one, aren't I? Apologies. So we've done 63%, durability improvement by 17.2. I'm actually going to buy a new one because if the gearbox goes, we could be in big trouble, especially around this Azerbaijan Grand Prix as well. So we do not want that to happen if we can help it, which ideally we can. So yeah, if we end up taking a grid penalty towards the end of the season, we'll take the grid penalty towards the end of the season. It doesn't really, it's not really that much of a problem for us. So we've got race strategy, qualifying pace, and tyre management, which I have already brought to the channel, so I'm not going to bore you guys with that one. It looks like we've got a lot of possible chances of getting some decent durability upgrades, which is pretty good, and some chassis upgrades with a lot of weight reduction, redistribution. So yeah, hopefully we can look at upgrading a little bit of our stuff. I can see 2 things there for gearbox already, so hopefully with us only having 2 gearboxes left for the rest of the season, isn't going to be that much of a problem with the extra upgrades that we could do throughout the season. So yeah, I will drop back in with everybody once we are about to start our one-shot qualifying session at the end of free practice, as the track's having a little bit of a moment there. I will bring our sort of results, our sort of lowdown of how the free practice session has gone at the end of FP3. Okay, so there we are. All of our free practice sessions are done. We've picked up a good set of resource points there for the team, which obviously does mean as well we get a little bit more driver acclaim and some team acclaim as well. Our team is almost halfway through, or almost quarter of a way through level 9. So if we can push to level 10, I believe you're able to unlock another sponsor, which would be pretty good. Some more money coming into the team. So we head to qualifying. Now our qualifying pace was good, was green, but yeah, it was good. It was green. It obviously gave us the pass for the practice sessions. I don't think I can show you them from here, which is a little annoying, but yeah, we got a decent lap time, 1:43 point something. We didn't bother going back out either because we were top of the time standings until the end of the session when George Russell overtook us by 0.2 of a second. So we are looking positive. I don't know if we're going to have as good as a result as we did in Monaco, but yeah, a positive weekend at the moment. Obviously, my targets are a little bit higher than really they probably should be. So maybe selling myself short a little bit too much there, and pushing a little bit too much, and wanted a little bit more out of the car than we have had. Obviously, we have had a lot of issues with this car, but since the update, we're starting to get back into it. So hopefully we can continue to grow, continue to push forward, and make this team something special within this F1 grid or F1 paddock, whatever you want to sort of go for. But yeah, I'm just going to head straight out to track for our first lap of free qualifying. Okay, so here we go. Onto the brakes of turn 1. Very tentative into turn 1. Lose a little bit of time through there, I think. Turn 2. Not a bad line through turn 2. Get on that DRS. We can just about see the outline of Charles Leclerc, who's currently running in P1. Probably brakes a little bit too early for that one. Not bad through there. That was quite good. That wasn't. That was very poor through there. Probably lost about 8 places going through that section then. Out there, P15 at the moment. I didn't expect to be this around there somewhere, if I'm honest. Oh, I thought we were going to collect that ball then, but we didn't. Well, here we go, let's get out of here. We're in P12, which is higher than I thought we were going to be. And if we can stay there, I will take P12. DRS open. P11. Come on, stay at P11. I think we've qualified on P11, which is honestly better than I thought we were going to be. I thought we were going to be down in like the 15, 16 somewhere, so we'll take that. We shall definitely take that. Means we're within a shot of getting some points and maybe getting into that top 10 positions as well. So as you can see, they're on level 30 of my paddock pass now.
Let's review
only just missed out on Valtteri Bottas. So we do really need to try and overtake Valtteri Bottas at the start of this Grand Prix if we can. It's going to be carnage into turn 1, as always. So let's just skip through all of this. So yeah, we've got Valtteri Bottas right in front of us, which could be interesting. Looks like our driver reclaim has gone up to level 8. Unfortunately, Liam's has gone down. Unfortunate there from Liam's, losing some acclaim. As we start to do a lot better than our teammate, and he doesn't seem to be improving as much. So it's a shame for him. Obviously, we are improving. We're going up. It would appear that he isn't. So we've got 13 laps of this Grand Prix to do. Just going to check our pre-race there, and it looks like we're going to be dry conditions, maybe a little bit cloudy towards the end of the race. Hopefully there's no rain. Hopefully there's no safety car. If there is a safety car, let's hope it's before we've pitted, so we get a free pit, but we shall see. Obviously, we don't know what our race strategy is going to be yet either. That could cause anguish, or it could be better for us. Maybe get a bit of undercutting under our rivals that will be in front. So we're not going to check out the grid because we know we are in P11, which is a good Grand Prix and a good start for us. Charles Leclerc picking up starting position 1 as he picks up his pole position, starting position 1.
Let's aim to keep that momentum going.
We will try. So yeah, we're on a soft tyre for the start of this Grand Prix. We're going to go down to 13.6 because this might be a little bit high on fuel with all the top speed. Maybe go up a little bit actually because I'm slightly cautious about that. Yeah, so we're going to pit lap 5. We're on the soft tyre, and then we go on to a medium tyre for 8 laps. So we've got to try and drag out that medium tyre as much as we can. Obviously, we will start on a soft, and the degradation for the soft is a lot more than the medium. So we're going to have a little bit of a timing thing there with our soft tyre to try and reduce that tyre wear as much as possible. So that is definitely our strategy for the race. Here we go. We're going to start. We're going to maintain our optimal RPM and get ready to start our formation lap. And we shall start this Grand Prix when we are back onto the grid after our formation lap and we have warmed up these tyres. Okay, so here we come. We are approaching our starting position on the grid. We're going to try and catch out the AI ever so slightly and maybe get them on the colder tyre, providing we can brake. Okay, it's green. It's not bad. We would have preferred purple. We're going to wait for the rest of the grid to form as we get ready to start this Baku Grand Prix. We are going to get to our RPM there. Right, here we go. Let's go. We didn't get a bad start. Gonna try and go around the outside. Yeah, it's beautiful. Right, let's stick to the inside now. Oh, we collect the cars. Let's not dive in like that. That's a bit silly, isn't it? Right, let's go from there. Let's turn our ERS off earlier and brake a little bit earlier. Try and get onto the power as we come out the corner this time. Right, okay, we've got a bit of a better start here now. Right, here we go. Closing down on that Haas a little bit too much there. Thought it was going to collect the rear of that. Oh, hello, what's he doing? Really, Alonso? What's he doing here, look? Let's just see if we can get to a position where we can actually see what he's doing there. No room there whatsoever. But he tries it anyway. Bit daft if you ask me. Where are we now? Here we are. Oh. Let's go with a... Get ready that we can actually get here. Right, let's go. Let's hope Alonso doesn't try that move again, shall we? Right, braking zone. As we run straight into the Haas. Okay, come on, we need to sort ourselves out here. Need to collect that wall. Right, let's move over earlier. Whoa, we've had to shoot up the inside of the Haas there. They braked a hell of a lot earlier than we were expecting them to brake there. We've made up some positions already, although it's been a bit of a scruffy first lap. Apologies for the amount of flashbacks we are using, but this game is absolutely not forgiving. Let's try and get out of here. Come on. Let's try and keep touch with Lando Norris. At the moment we have got K-Bag breathing right down our neck as he sits on 4/10 of a second behind me, now up to 3/10, half a second as we come out of that corner. Right, we'll come down the main straight, here we go. Very long straight this is. It's closing down. I'd expect it will go up the outside. I'm going to make him go around the outside anyway. We'll give him the room, just in case. Right, we need to catch up with Lando Norris here, if we can. He's nearly a second in front of us already. We would prefer to be up with him a little bit closer, so we can possibly get that DRS when it is activated in a lap's time. Onto the brakes. Tilt it in. Onto the brakes. A lot sensitive into that. I feel like I'm going to hit that wall every time. Using a lot of overtake button at the moment just to try and keep up to tabs with Lando Norris. Obviously we are hitting lap 5 as well. Now we've sort of got the shenanigans of lap 1 out of the way. It's filtered out a little bit here. We are nearly a second in front of K-Mag, so that would be good if we can maintain that gap. Keep that gap behind and improve on that gap in front, which we are doing at the moment. Okay, we're going to start lap 3 here. We are pitting on lap 5. So we need to get our head down and try and break that 1 second gap to Kevin Magnussen if we possibly can.
Approaching the pit window, you're going to be on mediums.
Okay, we are coming down the main straight. K-Mag is literally right behind me. I've had an absolute shocker of a lap just before we get to the point of our window, which is a little annoying.
We're going to box this lap and push hard on the in-lap. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.1 seconds.
Right, let's just confirm that we're boxing this lap. We do have DRS on K-Mag, but you can see there his acceleration out the corner is a lot more than ours. We are struggling a little bit with tyre grip, I think. Oh yeah, that's it. Right, the question is the AI going to pit at the same time? I think they will. Ow, come on. Get round that corner. It's the problem with these tyres, they get, especially these softs, they get very slippery. Right, out the corner, come on. We're losing nearly a second and a half every lap now. So it must be the tyres, because I don't think we're that bad. Although we are making mistakes, to be fair. To be fair, we are making mistakes, so that isn't going to help matters at all. Right, so here we go. We're going to come down the main straight. Fernando Alonso will overtake down this straight. He will have DRS. Obviously, we are coming into the pits. So we're going to stick on the blue line. And pick up penalty warning. We don't want a penalty warning. That's just silly. I had this nailed in practice, which is really, really annoying. Right, that's perfect. That's what we wanted. Right, can we turn out at the right time? Or turn in at the right time, should I say. Here we go. Turn in now. Yes. Optimal. And go.
Perfect job.
Do we get out before him? I think we do, you know.
We're happy with that one. Look after these tyres now if we want to finish the race on this compound.
Tyres are going to be cold. Looks like K-Mag might have had a problem. I use all of my overtake mode there just to try and stay in front of Mr. Alonso. I knew he was going to collect me there. They don't back out is the problem. Now he's quite far back because I can see him in my mirrors, so let's give him the room this time. There you are. I think he hit that wall actually. Oh, cold tyres. Right, it's starting to warm up now. Not run that curve though. We're going to be under pressure from Alonso around this lap, I think. And obviously we'll have DRS as we come down the main straight as well. It'll just be if we can keep tabs on Alonso as he goes past us here. I'm not entirely sure we're going to. I do want to try and save up some of that overtake mode though. Good run out that corner though. Oh no. Okay, you can't. I don't know why, but for some reason I couldn't take that corner flat out. Because I have taken that corner flat out, which is rather annoying. There we go. Helps if you get the better line. Right, come on. Can we stay in front of Alonso down this straight? He's gaining, he's gaining, he's gaining. We're going to make him go around the outside. Our teammate is in the pits. Onto the brakes. Get a proper block pass in there. Out of turn 2. We haven't got any DRS. I was hoping we were going to pick up DRS as someone exited the pits. But we haven't. We have gained a lot of time on K-Mag though.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Okay, rain in 10 to 15 minutes. That should be...
They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Okay, Russell is slow. He's got an issue with the car. Good news.
Okay, gaps of the car ahead is 3.2 seconds.
3.2 seconds to Norris. Can't see us getting that. But providing we can keep Fernando Alonso behind us, which I have a feeling we might be able to, we should be alright. Let's see how we are in a couple of laps' time. Tyres feel good at the moment. We're trying to save up our overtake mode pretty much for the main straight down the back.
Heads coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead now running medium tyres.
Just going to use overtake mode out of that corner slightly because I got that a little bit wide on the exit of that one. Right, here we go. This is going to be the moment of truth. How much speed does Fernando Alonso have on us down this main straight now? With 0.3 or 0.6 of a second. It's come down to half a second. Come down to 0.3. Going to use a bit of overtake mode now. Just for the later stages of this main straight. Onto the brakes. Stop telling me to manage my tyres when I'm in a race with Fernando Alonso. And then out of that corner, get all the way to gear 7 before we turn that off. K-Mag is joining the party for this battle for 8th place.
Gap to your teammate behind is 17.7 seconds.
K-Mag and Alonso are battling, it's costing them time. It's costing them a lot of time, in fact. Can we pull away while they battle each other? And although it'll be a lonely race, if they are battling each other, it does mean that we are within a shout of a decent result here. Although I get that corner a bit skew with, that time's going to come down drastically now. As long as it stays over a second. Practice makes perfect in Azerbaijan. Another challenge completed. We are in front of Alonso by over a second. He is not going to have DRS. K-Mag will, so it'd be nice for them to battle each other around this circuit again for another lap. Right, we are just about to start the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, and we are closing down
20.6 seconds.
20.6 seconds, nice. We are closing down Russell, who has got issues with his car. And the even better news is we've managed to pull away from Fernando Alonso, so we do not have the worry of them breathing down our neck down the latter stages of this race. In fact, it is Russell that has got to worry about us, which is nice to say. Oh, got that bit wrong. That'll help him out. We obviously don't know what problem Russell has got, but he is definitely in need of a little bit of breathing space, which is what we are not going to give him, providing we can help it. Although, I think I might have just given him enough breathing space making that mistake. Right, here we go, come on, we've got to have one last lap dash at it. .3 seconds the gap is. If I'm honest, I think he might have just got out of jail free, because really we would have been on top of him coming down this main straight. So yeah, I think we've given him a bit of a get out of jail free card there with that mistake. Going through that section. With a bit of luck, we can get into the point where we're in DRS coming down this last lap. It's a last lap showdown. The gap hasn't really come down as much as I would have liked. In fact, it's going up. It's staying at 2.3, so I think we're going to have to settle for 8th place here. Which is a shame, because we could have caught Russell then. To be fair to him, he's keeping that gap at 2.3 now, so whether the issue that they had they've managed to fix or not, we don't know. But we were closing him down a hell of a lot quicker than this, so I reckon he's managed to fix that problem, whatever that problem was, because I've been doing the same sort of lap times. I know we're not setting a green lap, you wouldn't do this later on in the race. If anything, actually, Fernando Alonso's catching me up, so yeah, we were around sort of 4 tenths, 5 tenths off of our time anyway, so he goes way too quick into there. More worried about the fact that Fernando Alonso's catching up with me now, and George Russell is pulling away after that mistake. I think we could have had him. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. We need to make sure we can keep in front of Fernando Alonso here, because he's now going to have DRS on us coming down this main straight. So we're going to use all of the overtake mode that we have. We're going to turn it off, actually. at 8% because we need it for this main straight. Can we keep in front of Fernando Alonso down this main straight? We're going to switch to the right against the wall. He's going to have DRS. I don't think he's got enough track to catch up with us though, if I'm honest. But we do cross the line in a respectable 8th place. We qualified 11th, we finished 8th. Not a bad result. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get that 7th place and catch up with George Russell as much as I'd have liked. I think in the last couple of laps he realised we were coming and decided to push a little bit more in the last couple of laps there than we could push. So, but it is what it is. We got some more valid points and some more lovely points for our team. So we shall definitely take that as a result. Yes, we got another 4 points there, so, and Bottas is behind us and he didn't get any points. So that means we should now be 12 points in front of him. Yes, we are. So we're now 12 points in front of Bottas. So, positive for even the championship and remaining our top 10 in the championship as well. So, a good all-round weekend. And a lot of team acclaim. Look at all of that team acclaim. Thank you very much. We get an extra 130k from our sponsor, which is also pretty handy. So we head to team quarters for round 9. I don't even know what round 9 is. Round 9 is the Canadian Grand Prix. Lovely Canadian Grand Prix. Okay, what's this? Do we want to renew the contract for our sponsor? Yeah, I think we do, don't we? It was they were quite a good sponsor. We like doing all of the. We'll be doing all of the what are they called? I'm trying to think of what they're called. Practice sessions. We'll be doing all of our practice sessions anyway, so I am going to renew that team. Excuse me. What we will do while we're here is we shall activate what activities we are going to do. So we've got second driver, which I don't think I'm going to do, purely because I don't know if we're going to keep him because he doesn't seem to be improving, which is a shame. I'm going to go with plus 10 team acclaim. So I'd like to get to team acclaim level 10 because you unlock a sponsor. So I am going to equip that one. Yeah, just sort of clarifying that we can. Yeah, so at level 10 you unlock a new sponsor. Level 15 you unlock another one, and then 25. So yeah, we're going to go with that for now. Obviously we've got driver's market as well to think about soon. Do we look at a different driver? Obviously we've got some legends here as well that we could try and stick into the game. That could be quite fun. You know, do we look at like Mark Webber or even David Coulthard? Maybe not. Or do we go for an upcoming driver in F1? Potentially. You know, looking at the obviously we got Oscar Pastari. Dan Tickham is probably better than the driver that we've got at the moment, I would have said. Can you compare? We can compare. Okay, so they're actually pretty matched, really. So really, if we're doing anything, we want to go for a better driver, don't we? Be nice to sign Mick Schumacher. Obviously a youngster, Esteban Ocon. Obviously Mick Schumacher is 6 million though, so we'll have to think about that. His buyout clause is 2 million plus 4 million for his salary. So yeah, we'll obviously have to look at who we want to sign in the future. Right at the top of the board to the most expensive is obviously Lewis Hamilton with 10 million. You'd be lucky. We've got Michael Schumacher, legend, Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, but I do know how to say it. It's no, not going to go there. Vinmeulen is what I was going to say, but that's Chris Vinmeulen from MotoGP. So Jenson Button would be pretty cool to sign Jenson Button. Actually, he's only a 5 million. He's only a 5 million buyout as well, so that'd be quite funny. Get Jenson Button back on the wheel. Yeah, other than that, we're just going to leave it there. Actually, no, let's check our R&D, shall we? Let's have a look at what R&D we can do. Pretty sure they're maxed out, so we can't do anything with those. They're maxed out. What about drivetrain? Have you guys finished what you guys were doing? What do we got here? Cylinder head for 1,100. 600 for that one. That one's a bit better. Won't get that before the British Grand Prix though. Won't get any of these before the British Grand Prix, will we? I don't think. Okay, so that's 600. So let's do that one. That'll be 21 days. And have we got the ability to do something here? We have. Okay, so what have we got? Control, engine, all of those have got one. So really I'd like to do one of these. Maybe That's minor, and we get it before the British Grand Prix, so let's go with that one. So we're going to go with that anyway. So that's our upgrades done. We've got obviously one upgrade there, and then we head to Canadian Grand Prix in the next video. So that will be our next Grand Prix in Canada. We finished 8th place today. We could have had that 7th, but unfortunately mistakes cost us today, and we weren't able to just get to that last bit. I genuinely think that if we hadn't have made that mistake, we probably would have been on the back of George Russell, at least in the next couple of DRS zones in the last lap there. So we probably wouldn't have been able to get by him. But it is what it is. We probably could have held him off as well. But we made the mistake. We were then put under pressure by Fernando Alonso closing us down. So we were worried about that. And really, we just wanted to bring back the all-important 8th place and some decent points for our championship. And, of course, our team. So, yeah, stay tuned for the next video, which will be the Canadian Grand Prix. Thank you for watching, everybody. That is all we've got time for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my content if you haven't subscribed already. If you do subscribe, thank you so much for your support and helping me build this channel. Don't forget to press the bell so that you get notified of any of my videos as they drop onto the channel, not just F122. So, that was back with F122 for this week. And it was a very good Baku Grand Prix. Azerbaijan, another circuit I quite like. Monaco, obviously not a circuit I like, but we did quite well there. So we managed to get 8th place. Unfortunately, in the second to last lap, we made that mistake going into the chicane, and it cost us a little bit more time than what we would have liked. Probably pulled out at least 8/10 of a second, George Russell, on that mistake. So yeah, big shame, but positive weekend. We were qualified 11th, finished 8th, so we managed to get Bottas and the Alpine of Alonso, straight away, and then into the next corner or next couple of corners we managed to get Kevin Magnussen as well. So that put us up to 8th place. We managed to hold it even under the pressure of Alonso. But yeah, so the Canadian Grand Prix is going to be the next video. Stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you all in that next video.